morning, everybody. Today we're back with another video where I'm going to be rebuilding my rack and pinion kit. So I've been having a leaky rack and pinion for, man, I don't know how long, but I just know it's been an issue. And today we're pretty much, we're just gonna take it out, rebuild it. I bought a gasket kit, and we'll see what that do. As you can see, the workspace is a little tight right now, but that's just what I'm working with. I didn't want to take the car out. I just thought I'd keep it in the garage. So I'm going to keep the wheels on, and I'm just going to hope I can remove the rack and pinion from the outer tie rods all the way to where it mounts up to these brackets. If I can't get off the outer tie rods, because I'm going to start with that first, then I'll lower back the car, take it out, take off the wheels, and just do it properly from there. I was able to get the tie rods off, and then I just pull off the power steering line. So I'm going to just unbolt those hard lines. I'm going to keep it all together because I don't want to remove the fittings. They just seem super difficult to remove, so I'm not even going to try. And just pull it all out as one unit. This is definitely not the way to do it. I took out like the entire guts. I took out like the whole system, really. Let's get this back there. Oh. It's hitting everything. Alright guys, so I've actually just gone ahead already and removed my hard lines off of my power steering rack here, as well as remove my inner and outer tie rods, since this is pretty much what we're going to be working with. So I've cleaned it up a little bit with some gasoline, and we're just going to get into the disassembly. Looks like I'm going to be removing these E-Torques over here, removing this cover, removing this type of bolt, this outer bolt, hopefully not stripping anything or breaking anything in the process, and we'll just start removing seals one at a time and replacing them as well. I've got my seal kit around here. So this should be everything that we need, just a little kit. I think I got this off of RockAuto, and we'll see where the day takes us. That was orange and has red grease in it makes me feel like this was already also rebuilt some time ago, but whatever. Wrong wrench. Man, it's a beefy John. Oh, let's freaking go. Let's go. Yes. I love it. I love it when things go like kind of easy. But you know what, now the fact that I said that, as it's getting tighter to turn, I jinxed it, dude. I jinxed it. I jinxed myself. There we go. Alright, so I saw somebody else do this, and theirs also looked a little shredded, but I guess that's just the aluminum naturally wearing away. It looks like we've got really fine threads here. So hopefully this is still fine and good and reusable and not an issue whatsoever. Covers off. Alright, so removing this piece was a little bit tricky, but I was able to get it out once I put just two screwdriver, like Phillip head, just like right through here, squeeze it in between a vise, and I just hit the bottom down. And with just a couple taps with a rubber mallet, I was able to get this off. It actually looks like I've got this gasket little seal here. Alright, cool. I did not see that earlier. So I'm going to just go get this in the container with all the other parts, and we're just going to continue with disassembly, cleaning, putting on the gaskets, and then we're set. So I got my rack up on the vise, and I just got myself a long, I don't know, like a 6-inch, half-inch extension with a 19 mil. Fit the cylinder almost perfectly, and just kept hitting it, solid mallet or hammer, and yeah, came out. I also probably should have dug a little bit deeper into the process of doing this, because I realized this has already probably been rebuilt, because that was drilled out, and you need to drill out the punch mark to just do this whole process and safely remove that. But the thing is I noticed there was no other punch mark, so I don't think they redid a punch mark, and I just don't think they cleaned the inside from the last time they did it, and that's why my thing got a little bit sheared up. But I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay. At least I'm praying so. Alright, so using a long rod that I just put off camera to the side right now, I hit this metal bearing washer and the other bearing that was pretty much deep inside the cylinder about here. So I used that, and I just kind of just tapped it all the way out. And now those are all of our seals, except this one right here. I still need to get this one over here, but I'm going to take that off. Alright, so here's where we are now. We've got our gasket kit here, all the new rings and everything, hose clamps for the boots and everything, all the Teflon seals and stuff. And then here we have each individual part that we're still going to be reusing that we disassembled. So some of these parts were here and we're still going to reuse. Some of them are going to be on the gaskets. All the gaskets that were here, in here, on this little spindle thing, all of those are going to be getting replaced. So let's get into it. One thing I did notice is that this piece here, I'm pretty sure this has already been done. So this might have been a little bit pointless, but I feel a little bit better doing it myself now and everything. But this bearing in here, if you can see, there's these notches inside that kind of lock in the bearing. So I noticed it wasn't leaking here, so I'm not even going to mess with that. That bearing, which is going to be reused, but this gasket in here, nothing was leaking over there, so I'm going to just keep this piece as is. That's the only thing I'm not going to be replacing, because I don't want to deal with it. And if I have to deal with it down the road, then big rip, this is on me. I will remember this video. We're just going to get these 4 on first, so let's tackle it. Fingers. Let's go. Alright, those are our 4 little Teflon seals. That's not good. So that came out. That wasn't supposed to come out. So I'm going to take this off and retry. How am I going to get that back in, dude? What the fuck? Alright, so I tried this one a couple more times, like 3 more times, and it kept popping out. And I kept thinking it was maybe because of the teeth on the rack or the shaft. So I just started using the other one since it hasn't popped out yet. And I just make sure to turn it. And it looks like we were successful. So again, springs facing in towards the this little metal center piece, and then this little metal one will go on the outside right before we throw it in, and then this one at the very last end we'll toss it in here. I hope you guys can see that on camera. I hope I'm not carrying it too high, But yeah, real quick, on to this next part. Check right now. Damn, that's crazy. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm just covering this vacuum hole, and it just shoots right out. This seal is going to be tapped in essentially when we screw this part in. So that's that. Now I'm just going to go ahead and throw in the spindle. Our cap, our housing, which I did not replace the bearing or the gasket in there because it seems like the previous person who did this notched it, and I don't want to deal with it. I trust it, so. Alright, so the camera did die, unfortunately, while I was recording, but nothing really too crazy happened on. I just went ahead and threaded on, just hand tight, these E-bolts that secured the housing, and I also got this seal in there, so I just pushed it on here, and then I just kind of just pushed it in a little bit as much as I could with my fingers, and then this will actually allow it to go in the appropriate distance in. So now I'm just going to go ahead and throw this on. I went and did my best at cleaning the threads and such, so hopefully all is good there, and I cleaned the threads on the inside because I know it was getting sheared up a little bit. But yeah, I went ahead and threaded on this little end cap. It went on pretty nice. It turns out it was shaving a little bit of metal right there, like the tiniest little bit, but yeah. This probably isn't going to be able to go for a third rebuild. Overall, it did thread in super nice, like it wasn't like crazy difficult. But now we're just going to deal with this last part here. And then essentially it's like, it's done. I'm probably going to paint it. So, yeah, let's finish this up. Grab our washers that we pulled out earlier. Thick washer. Thin washer. Put that down on in there. Thread on this piece, and then the lock tab. So, good common sense rule, I guess, is to thread this in all the way, bottom it out, turn it back a quarter turn, and then lock it up with the locking nut. So, I'm going to just go get some Loctite so this stays sealed up. I think that's bottomed out. Now I'm just going to turn it back to like right there. I'm now just going to fully tighten down these, and essentially that's it. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Alright guys, so we're back. It's the next day. In the engine bay, I've got my newly rebuilt rack and pinion here. I went ahead and painted it myself. I just didn't think I'd need to show that, but yeah, we're just now gonna go ahead and get this in the car. They say a 240SX has a pretty roomy engine bay, but I don't know about all that. Alright, that is a wrap for today's video. Rack and pinion has been fully rebuilt, resealed, thrown back into the car, and we're all good to go. I'm now just going to lower the car back on the jacks, or back on the ground, roll it back up inside, and wrap it up for the night. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed and that this was something cool to watch for you guys. Yeah, just a quick little update. I've been wanting to do this steering rack rebuild with the motor out of the car for a while now. So now that the motor's been out of the car, real good opportunity for me to jump on that. As far as the motor though, there have been a couple updates that I think I should address you guys on. Last video I dropped, I removed the motor. Next video you guys are probably going to see is me disassembling the motor. But as far as the motor's condition right now, this is how it looks. And I'm just going to say that we are no longer disassembling it, or I am no longer disassembling it. I've been noticing I say we a lot, but it's just me out here. So yeah, so a little bit of a goofy timeline with the videos, but the simple reason for that being is because I've just been able to output this video faster than I've been able to output the videos on the work I've been doing to, like, you know, the motor. And that's also just because I'm able to do work and film much faster than I am able to edit and post. But yeah, you should be seeing some videos soon of motor disassembly, and then short block assembly, long block assembly, and so on. But yeah, just a quick little update for you guys. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks so much for watching. If you liked the video, give it a like. If you want to subscribe and see more of where this is going, you know, subscribe please. And hope to see you guys on the next video. Good night.